Greetings, fellow scholars. Welcome to week 2 of your quantitative literacy mathematical reasoning course. During week 1, we learned how to use Zoom. If you haven't completed your week 1 assignment, go ahead and get that done, turn it in, then come back and see us here at week 2. During week 2, we're going to become familiar with using Excel. If you've never used Excel in your life, no worries. I created instructional videos with both verbal and visual instructions to take you through step by step every click that you need to be successful with this assignment. Let's go ahead and look at our assignment document here. Our assignment document starts off at the top showing 3 links. These 3 links take you to, first, in a playlist on YouTube of these videos for this course. The second link takes you to a Google Drive folder with the documents for this course. The third link is what you're going to be most interested in for this assignment, because the third link takes us to a YouTube playlist that has Scholar Excel report examples. So you can just kind of click on some of these randomly, look through them a little bit on, a little bit faster speed if you want to, and see what other scholars have done with these reports. At the very end of this list, there are some team interview presentations, and we'll look at those later. But right now, just stick to the top and kind of look through some of these if you want to see what you're about to do. So on the second page of our assignment document, you will see where we start seeing the instructions for this assignment. We are going to create an Excel report. We're going to scroll through that report on Zoom and discuss each of the scenarios. And then you are going to make sure when you create your video that everything is professional. You want to be dressed business casual. You want to look around, listen, make sure that you don't have flashing lights or background noise when you create your video. Don't forget these videos need to be professional. You're going to stay on, and don't forget to stay lit when you make these videos so that we can see who you are. We're going to stay on topic the entire time. Please don't talk to me about your technology issues. We all have them. And anything else that happens. This is a report about your Excel spreadsheet, so don't forget that. Every assignment in this course comes with a rubric to guide you and help you know where your points come from. And this particular one, we're going to show formulas. I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a second. Keep good verbal descriptions, use good vocabulary, and keep your stuff organized, neat, with some originality. And your verbal report is going to be of your 5 sentences, which we'll look at here in just a second also. Number 1, we're going to talk about outrageously large and small numbers. This is a really cool scenario. I've never used it before. You're the first, so I'm super excited to see what you guys come up with here. And right here, right next to number 1, it says instructional video with a great big bold link to click on for full step-by-step instructions for this scenario. Watch as little or as much of these videos as you want to. There are about 3 hours worth of instructional videos for these 6 scenarios, so it's just up to you. Scholars have completed this whole course. Last semester I had Serenity. She completed this whole entire course without ever watching any of my videos, and it was cool to see how her Excel spreadsheets looked so different than mine, but she totally rocked every assignment. So it's possible to do all of this without the videos. These instructions will give you everything you need, but the videos, very helpful. So I hear. Now for number 2, again, you have your video right here, and we're going to look at identifying bias and false reports. This is an interesting scenario. Also, the first time that I've used this scenario. Number 3, I want you to think of number 3 like Wednesday. This is not the first time I've used this scenario, so I've had feedback on this one. It's not difficult. Nothing here in this first Excel report is difficult because you don't have to do any math. Excel does all the math for you, and I actually walk you through every step. So this one is, it's week 2. It's the most difficult week of the entire semester. Make it through this week and you're good to go, ready to roll, because week 2 is when you're learning how to use the Excel. You're learning new technology that you're going to use the rest of this course. So once you get this down, really it's quite a breeze. Excel does all of our math for us this whole semester if you learn how to use it, and I give you every tool you could need to learn how to use it. All right, so number 3 is kind of like week 2 for the whole course. but number 3 is that for this particular assignment. I want you to think of number 3 kind of like Wednesday. 1 and 2 are easy, 4, 5, and 6 are easy, and even though number 3 is not difficult, it's just a little tedious. It takes a little more time than the others, so don't get discouraged. Just get over that hump, and you'll be totally okay. Also, I want to point out to you guys that you have a 5-sentence report for every one of these scenarios. You'll see here for number 3, I only have 4 listed points for the scenario, but you're still responsible to write 5 sentences, which is never a problem for anybody. These scenarios are so rich and contextual, it's hard not to write a whole essay on them. Which, by the way, if you decide to write an essay on any scenario, I will love to read it. You will never be counted off for longer videos or longer write-ups of anything. If your stuff's too short or you don't have 5 sentences, I have to take points off, and I don't like to do that. So please do a good job. But if you get points off, no big deal. There are plenty of points available in this course for you to get a good grade. All right, so keep in mind these 5-sentence reports, very important. Let's just look at number 2 real quick. Number 2 actually have 5 points. So listing exactly what I expect to hear in your reports makes things much simpler. All right, let's look at number 4. Number 4, we are going to observe and describe distributions of data. You guys are going to talk about mean, median, and mode, which is something you're familiar with. Maybe a little bit with standard deviation, and then coefficient of variation you likely never heard of. But we're going to explore all of those things in this scenario. And you'll understand when you're done with it. And here's our 5-sentence report for that one. Number 5, we're going to look at normal distribution. We're going to create our own bell-shaped curve. And then we're also going to look at some skewed distribution data and talk about it. And number 6, we're going to measure profit according to sales. And we're actually going to look at one of Elon Musk's, one of his many business adventures. There's even a link in number 6 for you to go back and listen to some stuff Elon Musk has to say about the business model. And then we're going to actually create that business model. So it's a lot of fun. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our Excel spreadsheet. Our Excel spreadsheet here on number 1. This is so cool, you guys. You're going to take all those words off of that assignment document and you're going to illustrate them with Excel as your canvas. And it's going to look like this. All those words on number 1 now have all these pictures. Pretty cool. Super excited to see how you guys do on this number 1 because it's fun. You're going to love it. Here you can see each red box, each scenario has a red box you're going to see as I scroll through this. And this box is where you write your 5-sentence report. Mine is just a cut and paste of the instructions. This is my grading key, so I'll be using this as I look at yours to make sure that you have everything that I'm looking for. So then in number 1, here's where we click on formulas. Formulas are real easy. Don't forget, I show you how to do all this. So don't be afraid of putting formulas in Excel. I will walk you through every single step. But when you're giving your oral report, the 10 to 15 minutes here, you're going to naturally discuss these scenarios. And as you're discussing them, you're going to, once in a while, click on these formulas. So here you see in the second column of this little table at number 1, if you can see these colors, this is a peachy color, and I am going to just click on some of these cells. As I'm clicking on the cells, please notice my formula bar up here at the top is changing. Whatever is in the cell comes up in that formula bar. So while you guys are discussing, I just need to see a couple of your formulas. I don't need to see all of them, especially on some of these scenarios. There are quite a lot. So just make sure as you're discussing, you kind of click on formulas to talk about, what you've done. Then number 2 is the only scenario on this report that does not require any formulas. So instead, we use a different tool to make some measurements. So when you guys show me number 2, I do need to see this measurement circle, and you're going to talk about it anyway. It's listed in the 5-sentence report. So make sure you show me that for number 2. Here's your famous number 3. Number 3 is Venn diagrams. Super informative. Using Venn diagrams to report information is extremely easy to, it's just at a glance, look at it and read. And that's what all of this creating is. It's for you to learn to communicate all of this complicated mathematical information into easy to look at a glance graphs so we can see the information. This one has a lot of formulas. You can see this peachy center column on this table. It has all of the notation that this is what takes so long in this particular scenario. But as you click over here, you can see in your formula bar that all these formulas are coming up. I don't need to see all the formulas. Please don't try to click on every single formula and don't say, these are my formulas. Just talk about it. As you're talking about this, it'll make more sense to you. The people who have type 2 diabetes, and we subtracted out the others, you'll know what I mean when you do the assignment. So just click on these naturally as you discuss, please. All right, and then number 4, again, there aren't many cells to click in for number 4, but the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 cells that we do have up here all have formulas. So you can click on a couple of those. We have some formulas down here also. So we have formulas in different places you're going to click on while you discuss your spread of data. Our normal distribution, we have formulas again in these cells. Lots of formulas in Excel. Like I said, I walk you through it all, so no worries. And then for number 6, our formulas are all included in our profit column in this table. So just click through those things as you discuss your scenarios. All right, you guys, I am going to go ahead and stop this video. I'm going to create a PowerPoint mix video for you to show you how to share your screen and just basically get your Zoom video taken care of for this assignment. So I'll see you in just a second. All right, guys, I am now recording myself on PowerPoint Mix. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my Zoom account. If you do not see your home page, then you will click the blue Zoom word and take you back to your home page. Once you're on your home page, you click Host a Meeting. Over at the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to host a meeting with a video on. Then you'll get a little pop-up window that says at the top center that says Open Zoom Meetings. You click on Open Zoom Meetings. And then you will unmute yourself and start your video. There you are. Hello. All right, so now what's happening on Zoom? This is what we all see on Zoom right now. Just one big screen of just you. In order to show us your screen, the only reason you could see mine is because I'm using PowerPoint Mix. But also another thing is on Zoom, when I'm recording on Zoom, it does not show you these tools, this toolbar at the bottom of my picture here. And this green share folder is what we're really going to target in this particular video. Once I click the share the share folder, click, then I see all these options come up. If you know how to use any of these other options, please do it. If not, you're just going to use the green share screen. And then once you do that, as you see, your screen pops up over to the right-hand side. And then you go to whichever document or spreadsheet that you want to look at. See how this Zoom thing is back here? Make sure all that's gone. Now, my toolbar is down here at the bottom. Your toolbar by default is going to be up in the center of your page. This up here drives me nuts. I can't click on anything that's behind it. So you just click on the toolbar and you can drag it around. There's no spot on my window that I have found where this toolbar is always good. So that thing's constantly moving around. Move it wherever you need to have it out of the way. And if you have to move it during a video, no problem. Also, this little video of me can get smaller or larger, and I can move it around as well. So move your things wherever is convenient for you. You can move them right in the middle of a sentence while you're talking if you need it to be out of your way. If I had something on the right-hand side, I moved my picture over here, talked about it, and then move it back. So you're free with all of those things. All right, now, the other thing that I want to show you here is how to, let's see, we did share screen. Now look down here where it says share screen. You see the red little tab here that says stop share? If you don't see stop share we can't see your screen. All right, let's also look at how to record. And we did this in part one, but I know it's easy to forget, so we'll just look at it again here. To record, I just go down here and click on More, and then Record on my computer. Greetings, scholars. I scroll through my spreadsheet, click on my formulas as I talk, and then when I'm all finished, then I come down to More, and I can stop recording. All right, once I press stop recording, then I go to End Meeting. Once I end my meeting for all, my video will start to render, and that looks like this. This little box will pop up, and our video will take, yours will be 10 to 15 minutes, so it'll take a little longer. Mine's only about a second long, so it doesn't take too much time here. And once that video is rendered, we are going to get a pop-up window that's going to give us an option with 3 different videos inside of it. So let's have a look at how that looks. Right here, we have audio, playback, and zoom. You have to choose the zoom. Where it says zoom 0, this is the only one that works. Right click on the one that says zoom, rename, and then we're just going to copy and paste the name that this will have from the assignment document, and then choose your video, right click, and paste the name in there, or you can just type it. Don't forget you're going to change your name and your course ID. All right, once I have that done, I am then going to just swipe this video. It moved places now, you see, because of the alphabetical order. So please make sure that you get the right video. Just swipe it right onto your desktop. Then we are going to open our YouTube page. So let's see, I'm going to come over here and open my personal YouTube page. Then at the top of the YouTube page, you're going to see a little video camera with a plus sign. A little video camera with the plus sign to the right of the search bar. You click that. Click Upload Video. Then you are going to simply take this video and swipe it right into your Select Files upload. It's just that simple. Now, YouTube is going to instantly give you your link. This link is going to be turned into the comments section for this assignment. You're going to attach your Excel file. Your Excel is going to be attached as a file to your assignment, and then the link will be put into your comments section. Yours is going to take a little longer, of course, because your video is a little longer. But once that's all done, make sure your video is named properly, give us a description, and then you're going to click Publish. And once you publish it, it's ready. Please make sure, guys, that you have this. See on the right, about right in the middle on the right-hand side, it says Public with a drop-down menu. You can make yours public, unlisted, but make sure that it's not private, because if it's private, I can't grade it. And then I'll send you a message saying that your video is private, and then you're going to lose that 10% for it being late. So please make sure that you have it either public or unlisted. If it's unlisted, anybody who you send the link to can see it, but nobody else. If it's public and you want people to see your video, you can put a couple words down here and tag some stuff, and you'll get some views, and it's kind of cool. All right, you guys, so I am not actually going to publish this video, but hopefully that has helped. I'm going to see you back on Zoom for a minute just to say goodbye. All right, folks, we made it through the instructions for assignment number 1. Now you'll just follow those instructional videos, get everything done. Don't forget, this assignment does take 3 to 6 hours, depending on your technical abilities. If you are one of those folks that computers just hates you, then you might need to give yourself a little more time. I'll be looking forward to seeing your Zoom reports. Until then, keep being amazing. Don't forget that you rock plus I rock equals we rock. Yeah. See you next time.